Virgo, welcome to your weekly horoscope for May 4th to the 10th, 2026. My name's Adina. I'm an intuitive astrologer. Virgo, as you move into this week, there's a sense that you're being pulled into deeper territory, emotionally, mentally, and even energetically. This isn't a surface level kind of week for you. It's one where things may feel more intense, more revealing, and at times a little uncomfortable. But it's all pointing you toward a deeper understanding of yourself and your life. At the beginning of the week, Mars in Aries is moving through your eighth house, forming a square to Jupiter in your 11th house in Cancer. This creates a powerful dynamic between your deeper emotional world and your external connections, your friendships, and your long term goals. Mars in your eighth house is activating themes around vulnerability, trust, shared resources, intimacy, and even financial entanglements. You may feel more reactive in situations where you have to rely on others or where control feels uncertain. There's a heightened sensitivity here, but also a desire to take action, to confront something, or to push through something that feels intense. Mars also rules your third house and your eighth house, so this ties your communication, your thoughts, and your conversations directly into these deeper emotional dynamics. As Mars squares Jupiter in your 11th house, this is where tension begins to build between your personal emotional experiences and your social world. Jupiter is expanding your connections, your networks, and your vision for the future. But at the same time, it may feel like something within those spaces is triggering deeper emotional responses. This can look like a situation within a friendship or group dynamic that brings up issues of trust, boundaries, or even financial involvement. You might feel like you're giving more than you're receiving, or that something feels emotionally unbalanced. You may also find yourself reacting more strongly to things people say or do, even if they don't fully understand the depth of what you're experiencing. Internally, this can feel like emotional intensity mixed with a desire to maintain connection. You may think, why is this affecting me so much? Or should I say something or just let it go? If this energy is handled unconsciously, it can lead to emotional reactions or conflict within friendships, or even withdrawing because things feel too overwhelming. There can also be a tendency to overanalyze people's intentions or to assume the worst. But when you work with this energy consciously, this becomes a powerful moment of emotional clarity. This is where you begin to understand your boundaries more clearly. This is where you learn to communicate your needs without fear. This energy is asking you to slow down your reactions, to sit with what you're feeling before acting on it, and to recognize that not every emotional response needs immediate expression, but it does need awareness. As the week continues, the energy shifts into your daily life, your routines, and your responsibilities. Mercury in Taurus is moving through your ninth house and forms a square to Pluto in your sixth house in Aquarius. Now we are entering a space where your beliefs, your mindset, and your perspective are being challenged in a very practical way. Mercury in your ninth house is encouraging you to think bigger, to explore new ideas, and to expand your understanding of the world. Mercury rules your first house and your 10th house. So this connects your identity, your direction, and your career path to these shifting beliefs. As it squares Pluto in your sixth house, there's a deep transformation happening in your daily routines, your work environment, and your sense of control over your day to day life. What this can look like is realizing that something in your routine, your job, or your habits no longer aligns with your beliefs or your long term vision. You may feel a strong urge to change something, to improve something, or to take control in a different way. There can also be power dynamics within your work environment, or a sense that you're being pushed to handle something more deeply or more seriously. Internally, this can feel like mental pressure. You may find yourself overthinking your responsibilities, questioning your direction, or feeling like you need to fix something immediately. If this plays out unconsciously, it can lead to stress, perfectionism, or trying to control every detail of your environment. You might become overly critical of yourself or others, or feel overwhelmed by the need to make changes. But at a deeper level, this is about alignment. This is about bringing your daily life into harmony with your evolving beliefs and your sense of purpose. This energy is asking you to approach change with intention, not urgency. To recognize that transformation doesn't happen all at once, but through consistent, conscious adjustments, and to be mindful of how you speak to yourself during this process. Your inner dialogue matters more than you realize this week. By the time you reach the end of the week, there's a noticeable shift into something more supportive, more expansive, and more grounding. The sun in Taurus, still in your ninth house, forms a sextile to Jupiter in your 11th house in Cancer. This feels like a moment where things begin to open up. The sun is illuminating your perspective, your beliefs, your sense of direction, and it connects with Jupiter in your 11th house. So there's expansion through connections, through community, and your long term goals. What this can look like is feeling more aligned with your future. Maybe a conversation with a friend brings clarity, or you feel more confident in the direction that you're moving toward. There can also be a sense of support from others, or opportunities to connect with people who share your vision and your values. On a deeper level, this is about integrating everything you've been processing throughout the week. It's about recognizing that your growth is not happening in isolation. It's connected to the people and environments around you. This energy is asking you to open yourself to connection, but from a place of clarity and self awareness, to choose relationships and goals that align with who you are becoming. Overall, this week is a journey through emotional depth, mental transformation, and clarity. It begins with intense emotional activation within your relationships and social world, then moves into deeper shifts in your mindset and daily life, and then settles into a space of expansion and alignment. You're being asked to understand yourself on a deeper level, to recognize your patterns, your needs, and your direction. And as you move through this week, the most important thing you can do is stay grounded in yourself. Do not get lost in the intensity, but to use it as a tool for awareness and growth. Because everything that's coming up right now is guiding you toward a more aligned, more intentional, and more empowered version of your life. Virgo, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a fabulous week. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for your weekly astrology updates, and I will connect with you in the next one.